It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll see Fred Warner, owner of a productive season that's now up to 70 tackles. It's the 49ers and the Cardinals, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, is going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
Play action now. It's Murray. Pass right side. That's Ryman.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the receivers do off.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Third down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Back deep to receive, the explosive Kevontae Turpin. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
On second down, Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Third and short. Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy works out of the pistol. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
So Kittle comes in motion. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Third and short. Here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Cards offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield this season, right there amongst the league leaders in rushing late in the campaign. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so third down forthcoming. They go play action for Murray. That one underthrown and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Now it is first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Throwing on second down is Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. That one, take it in. Brandon Ayuk Touchdown, 49ers. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Anders Carlson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. And we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason end of the night. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Connor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Connor. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go right back to Connor. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Connor. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We are through 1. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. 49ers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Purdy. That's complete to Kevontae Turpin.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Purdy again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now a second down throw for Murray. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. From the gun, it's Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Benson. A pickup of 12 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49ers 45-yard line.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Now a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll take it on in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The 49ers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On the return, it's Dortch. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Cardinals offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Match to the right side. Caught by McBride. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
At the Niners' 49-yard line.
On the zone read, a give to Benson. Not much there, a yard or 2 down to the 48. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. This is a give to Connor, running right. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. This one is caught by Turpin. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He's got that complete to Turpin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49ers' 1st down.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Again in the air for Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and short. Purdy has his man. It's Samuel. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this 1st half. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll throw again with Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the 49ers are on top. It's 14-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Jones now on the return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Trevor Lawrence, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Romeo Doubs, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. To throw on first down is Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target. The ball falls incomplete. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The 49ers out for the punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
1st and 10. A give. Here's Benson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the give, this is Connor. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41.
On 2nd down, Murray. That's caught by McBride. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now, Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
Holding offense.
On the ground, it's Connor. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Murray. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun, and this is Connor. And he'll get about 5. They'll go again here to Connor. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. That's hauled in at the 2. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal. Throwing Murray. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Murray. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
You have to wonder if we look back at the end of this game, Mike, and say, was this a prime opportunity for this offense that they blew after that 3rd down sack? An opportunity to take the lead here late in the game, and instead, I think there's a real decision about whether or not they should just take the 3 and chip away at this lead. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
So Kittle comes in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. So 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
3rd and short, and you come up with a big stop, taking the ball carrier down for a loss. Now you put yourselves in a position to hopefully get the ball back and give your offense a chance to go down there and take the lead.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Connor. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Connor. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down. Although it didn't appear that he got it by much. He needed 4. He got 4 on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running here is Connor. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Benson. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Back to throw is Murray. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Here's Connor. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. Purdy on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's Purdy making the read and keeping it. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's into the hands of Turpin. Now inside the 25. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop him.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for it.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed.
The previous
tight
play
game,
is under review.
Tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Benson. Whoa! And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
On 3rd down, Murray. They'll try to work the screen with Connor. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down.
The
fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Here's first down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. This one is caught by Turpin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Back to the air is Purdy. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win this one. Out comes the kicker. Big spot for Anders Carlson. This to win the game. So now, a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.